Causes of air pollution. Many people are unaware of the causes of air pollution or how it affects their health. In this blog post, we will discuss some common causes of air pollution. We'll also give you tips on what to do if you suspect your home is causing a significant amount of your indoor air quality problems. Air pollution caused by automobiles. It's common sense that pollution from automobiles is affecting our air quality. Our lungs need to be clear and fully functional in order for us to live an optimal life, but we can't seem to get through the day without a coughing fit at some point. Awareness of this issue has been rising as more people are realizing how detrimental it really is on their health. Not only does all those toxic fumes have significant impacts on respiratory function, they also affect hormonal balance because everything you breathe goes straight into your bloodstream. Air pollution caused by burning fossil fuels. Pollution is a real problem because of the amount of fossil fuels that are burned. The air becomes dirty and polluted due to this burning, causing many problems for society such as respiratory illnesses. Burning coal, gas, or oil releases all sorts of chemicals into our atmosphere in addition to carbon dioxide, which creates smogs from ozone depletion and acid rain, which damages ecosystems including plants humans depend on for food sources like forests. The negative effects of burning fossil fuels have been well documented for decades now, but people still don't seem to want to change this devastating habit because it just seems too convenient and easy not to use them at every opportunity, despite knowing all these facts about how bad they really are for us as individuals, communities and environment alike. Air pollution caused by burning garbage. The smell of burning garbage in the air is a telltale sign that it's time to fire up your barbecue. Air pollution caused by this common trash disposal method can be reduced with an on-site incinerator, but first you'll need to plan and design one based on size constraints such as available land space or wall height for exhaust chimney placement. In some parts of the world, garbage is burned to create heat and electricity. Unfortunately, this can cause air pollution which negatively affects people's health. Burning a single pound of fossil fuel generates 20 pounds of carbon dioxide emissions into the atmosphere. Causes of air pollution. Air pollution caused by agricultural activities. In the same way that we have become aware of how much plastic pollution is accumulating in our oceans and waterways, it has also been observed that a lot of air pollution comes from agricultural activities. A number had already shown negative effects on human health based not only on exposure to those substances during crop harvesting but also as an indoor pollutant inside homes due to cooking fires with some form or another type of biomass fuels such as wood piles, fossil fuel burning stoves using solid biofuels like coal briquettes or natural gas for heating purposes. Air pollution caused by air travel. Air pollution is also caused by air travel. It's estimated that each year, about 600 million people take flights, and this contributes greatly to carbon emissions. Moreover, planes emit nitrogen oxides from fuels as they fly at high altitudes, which have been proven dangerous for human beings. The airplane has long been a symbol of freedom and exploration, but it may be doing more harm than good when it comes to its contribution in emitting pollutants into our environment. Airplanes are responsible for an alarming 20% of greenhouse gas emissions worldwide, causing global warming by trapping heat emitted from ground-level sources such as buildings or cars, instead releasing them back into space where they dissipate quickly on their own time frame without disrupting climate change too much. Air pollution caused by carbon dioxide. Air pollution is caused by carbon dioxide, and the levels of CO2 are increasing at a rapid rate. In recent years, experts have seen an increase in air pollutants such as ozone gas that can cause health issues for humans but also contribute to global warming because they trap heat from escaping into space. Air quality has worsened due mostly to increased use of fossil fuels like coal that emit large amounts of greenhouse gases when burned, which act on our atmosphere just like CO2 does. The levels at which carbon dioxide can be considered dangerous are hard to determine because they vary so much between different people's lifestyles depending on how active they are or what type of food they eat. Even if you're just sitting still reading this sentence, your body burns calories. This makes it difficult to definitively identify an acceptable level that would show us when any one person has reached their limit. That being said, we do know some things about its environmental impact. Specifically how CO2 alters atmospheric chemistry such as methane, trapping more heat from radiating back out into space. Air pollution caused by construction. The air pollution in the city is at an all-time high due to construction. This can create a negative impact on your health and well-being, especially for those with respiratory problems or allergies. Due to the rapid growth of the world's population, there is an increasing need for new infrastructure. This leads to a spike in construction projects and subsequent air pollution caused by this activity. While it may be hard to tell which project causes what amount of damage, Estimates show that over one-third of all air pollutants are coming from these types of activities, with more than 300 million tons polluting our environment every year. Construction is one of the largest sources of emissions, yet it isn't regulated and has no standards to prevent harmful chemicals from being released into our environment. A recent study conducted at Clemson University looked specifically into how long-lasting these pollutants are when they're emitted inside a house or apartment building during construction work on walls or windows with volatile organic compounds, VOCs. They investigated two separate scenarios, firstly where there was little ventilation, secondly after opening up all doors and windows to let fresh air circulate throughout the space. In both cases, scientists discovered high levels of VOCs had been absorbed onto nearby surfaces such as carpeting and painted drywall. Air pollution caused by industries. The air pollution from the factories is harmful to human health and causes respiratory problems. The air is plagued by industrial pollution. There are heavy metals and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, thanks to our factories that spew toxic chemicals into the sky like a chimney from hell. The plants grow sickly thin with leaves breaking off prematurely because of this environmental injustice we have created for them. They don't get enough oxygen or sunshine due to these added toxins we've made up on this earth just so people can live longer without any concern about their impact on other living things around them. Air pollution caused by mining activities. Mining and its associated activities are toxic to the environment. While there have been efforts made by mining companies in recent years, these initiatives seem only to be minimally successful at best. The high levels of air pollution caused by mining operations can lead not just to respiratory ailments but also cancer due to lifetime exposure with various types of carcinogenic elements such as lead, cadmium or radon gas. Mining is an industry that seems like it should never exist based on how much damage it does to the natural world around us for a few minutes' worth, if even of usable resources buried deep beneath our feet, or so we think. Mining causes severe ecological degradation which manifests itself through things like acid rain and smog from tailing ponds leaking. Air pollution caused by nature. Air pollution is everywhere, but there are more natural causes of it than ever before. It's a well-known fact that the air we breathe is polluted by natural sources. For example, volcanoes emit sulfur and other chemicals into Earth's atmosphere which eventually mix with water vapor to create acid rain. The amount of pollution caused varies depending on how powerful each eruption was as well as wind patterns in different parts of the world. It's a remarkable coincidence given what an integral part it plays in our lives, but there are many causes for this atmospheric condition, one being nature itself. Volcanic eruptions can be surprisingly counterproductive when combined with precipitation from clouds gathering particles during rainfall. These form tiny droplets suspended within the sky known commonly now only as smog or haze. Air pollution caused by urbanization. In recent years, many parts of the world have become more and more industrialized. This has resulted in a number of negative consequences for people living there, including air pollution caused by urbanization. The increased production from factories is creating more toxins that are entering our atmosphere, leading to chemical reactions with other pollutants like carbon dioxide, which produces greenhouse gases such as ozone and methane gas, causing acid rain. On top of all this, it's also been shown to increase global warming due to greenhouse effects trapping heat closer towards Earth's surface than usual. An issue we'll be stuck dealing with for generations unless something drastic happens soon. Due to urbanization, the air quality has been deemed unhealthy for city dwellers. This is due in large part to a variety of factors such as pollution and natural disasters. Air pollution can come from sources like power plants, cars on highways, or even forest fires that are often found near cities because they're built up too closely with trees providing fuel for wildfires. The amount of pollutants released into our atmosphere each year by these different types of causes is unbelievable. An estimate says it's over 5 million tons. That number doesn't take into account all other contributors either, so we just don't know how much damage this does, but at least one study said that polluted air may be contributing to nearly 10% lower life expectancy rates among people. We all need to work hard to control the causes of air pollution.